This week on Theme Park Worldwide, the show, we're going to be looking at a brand new roller coaster coming to Phantasialand for 2016. We'll be talking about Aventura's 20th anniversary celebrations and also looking at an awesome new ride opening this year at Hershey Park. Along with all that, we've got some of your classics like Merch Paradise and Guess the Coaster. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide, the show, and that means it's time to cue those titles. And welcome to yet another episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. How are you all doing? Hope you've had a great week. I know quite a few of you went out last weekend over to Thorpe Park and got on some roller coasters. It was also Chessington's preview weekend. I know a few of you went there. I hope you all had a great time. Talking about that, I hope you like the vlogs. We've got a Legoland vlog which is now online and also a vlog from the Thorpe Park opening day. If you've not seen our vlogs, make sure you do check them out. They're amazing here on the channel and it's like a first look at the theme parks, walking around. It's not sort of going to be full of statistics and stuff like that. It's more myself and my friends having a laugh around the park, giving you some tips if you're going to visit the park and just giving you a first-hand look at what to expect, especially with Legoland. A lot of people do seem to not visit Legoland because they think it's for children. As you'll see in our vlog, which went online Monday, it's really not for children, so make sure you do check it out. And it's just been a great week for the parks. Anyway, this week then, Thursday, I'm going to be at Harry Potter, Warner Brothers Studio Tour, which is going to be good. I'll be back in Watford at that for the opening day of the Hogwarts Express, so there'll be updates from there. Friday I'll be at Chessington, Saturday I'll be at Alton Towers opening day, and Sunday at Drayton Manor. So it's going to be a great weekend. The vlogs will be online sometime next week. There'll be vlogs from Chessington, Alton and Drayton, so make sure you do check them out. Anyway, without further ado, I think it's time to kick in with a bit of news off the rails. So yes, it's time for news off the rails. Quite a lot of news to get through this week. And our first bit of news is coming from Germany. Now Germany's home to my favourite theme park, which is Europa Park. But as much as I do love Europa Park, of course you've got other parks there as well, like Holiday Park and Phantasialand. Now Phantasialand's one of these parks that I went for my first time last year. There is a vlog online from that. And I absolutely love the place. I fell in love with it. It's not a huge park, it's a nice size park with some great rides and some great theming. It's some of the best theming, if not the best scenery I've ever seen at a theme park. Let's talk a bit about what's coming now. So last year the park had Cheer Pass, which is a brand new log flume attraction featuring the steepest drop on a log flume, which is crazy. And that opened, it's manufactured by Intamin, that opened last year. For 2016, which is next year, obviously they're looking at putting in another development, what looks to be a roller coaster from Intamin. So looking at the pictures from it, it does look like an Intamin to me and a few of the other enthusiasts. However, the park haven't confirmed the manufacturer yet. So the new ride is being built in between where the rapids are and where Cheer Pass is, in a massive area. I did show it in the vlog saying what's going to go on behind that fence in the next couple of years. And here we go, this is it, construction has begun. So what could it be? Well, there's all sorts of rumours, and the strongest one is that it's going to be similar to 13 at Alton Towers. It's going to feature a drop section inside some sort of themed building. I'm sure it'll be amazing now in Phantasialand. Everything they do is very, very heavily themed. So we'll have to see on that one. And there's not many construction pictures going about because Phantasialand, they do quite like to keep things secret. They're not really posted about anything yet. So hopefully we'll see something soon. But from some of the pictures I've seen across various different sites, we've seen the footers go in, supports are starting to go up, and it does look like it's going to be an Intamin to me. I could be wrong, like I say, on that, but looking at those pictures, it does seem like it's going to be. Looking at the close relationship Phantasialand have with Intamin after Cheer Pass last year, it would also make sense as well, maybe, because there was a delay with Cheer Pass due to the structure of it, so maybe they've struck some deal up with Intamin for a new ride. But it's definitely going in, it'll be opening next year, and tracks well on the way there for the new Phantasialand ride. I will be back there next year to go and try it, and I'll try my best to get there as soon as I can for the opening day of that one. So Fantasyland looking great over there. Moving on then, Hershey Park. Over in the US, Hershey Park, they've got a brand new ride going in. It's Laugh Track. Not laugh as in ha ha ha, laugh as in L-A-F-F. So, but basically, it's quite simple what it is. It's your Sonic Spinball, it's your Dragon's Fury, but it's actually an SC2000 extended spinning coaster from Marathon, which for the non-technically minded, it is a spinball, but it is not a custom layout like Spinball and Dragon's Fury. It's a bog standard layout. But what they're doing with it, look at this picture. Whoa, look at that. They're actually putting it in a massive dark building, massive dark ride warehouse. And it's completely themed. It's going to have all the lighting and audio effects in there. It's 1,400 feet of track, which is a lot. It's going to reach 40 miles an hour, and it's got 7 cars. Looking at the layout, I don't know if any of you did ever visit Camelot, Drayton Manor, Camelot in Chorley. They've got a ride there called Whirlwind. Now Whirlwind, it's basically that layout looking at it from what I can see, so that means it's going to run 7 cars, and it just reminds me of Crush's Coaster looking at that. But yeah, it does look really, really good. Going to be opening this year, Hershey Park. We've not really heard much about that. It's just come up in the past few weeks. I've seen that one, so I thought I'd share it with you here on the show. Anyway, moving on to our third bit of news here on the show this week. I'm just going to show you a quick 40-second clip just to show you how excited I am for this one.
Get ready to feel, get ready to fly, get ready for new sensations. Get ready to feel, get ready to fly, get ready for new sensations. Get ready to feel, get ready to fly, get ready for new sensations. Get ready.
Port Aventura 20th anniversary. Enjoy it. It's unique.
Now, for those of you that know my love for Port Aventura, that video gets me really, really excited. That's actually the TV advert for Port Aventura this year. Now, I'm sure you all know by now, I've mentioned it enough times on the show and in the vlogs. Port Aventura, it is home to my favourite roller coaster, which is a B&M hypercoaster named Shambhala, which did open on my birthday back in 2012. But yes, moving on from that, this year it's the 20th anniversary of Port Aventura. I went to the 15th anniversary and it was amazing. There was theming all around the park, special shows going on, and I thought it can't get much better than that. This year, looking at some of the pictures, it's going to be absolutely amazing. They've got all sorts of theming inside the park. Let's have a little look at what they've got. So a couple of pictures coming up there, the different scenery. You got Far West there, some of the stuff going on in Mediterranean, nicely modelled by the head of entertainments there, Gianfranco Bellini. Great guy, he's put on some great shows. Talking about the shows actually, you've not got one new show, not got 2 new shows, but 11 brand new shows this year for the 20th anniversary of Port Aventura. It's going to be great. They've also got Cirque du Soleil, which is back this summer, which is going to be, I just can't wait to get out there. We will be there in summer. I'd like to think I'm going to make a couple of trips to Port Aventura this year, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to have time to squeeze it all in. The Midnight Ride closes, they're back all summer. And yeah, they've got these 11 new shows. The main one, which is going to be Celebration, and that's in the Grand Theatre Imperial in China / Mexico. It's got 2 entrances from 2 areas of the park, which is cool. And I can't wait, it's going to be great. Something to notice from that then, looking at the park schedule, which was released a few days ago on the website, there's no mention of Sea Odyssey. Sea Odyssey has been completely removed. If you don't know what Sea Odyssey is, it's a dark ride, which was, I wasn't a big fan. There was an ongoing joke in all the vlogs that how much I hate Sea Odyssey. It was a simulator ride, a couple of simulators, and you watch a big screen, and I just really didn't like it. So this could be the end for Sea Odyssey, or is it getting completely rethemed and refurbished? Who knows? There's no mention of it, but it has all gone off the website. So what's going on with Sea Odyssey? If you've been to Port Aventura and know of Sea Odyssey, comment below and let's get some discussion going on Sea Odyssey. What you think's happening to it? Exciting stuff there at Port Aventura, and I look forward to sharing it all with you through the vlogs and an on-location show later in the year here on Theme Park Worldwide. Moving on then to our final bit of news. I told you we've got lots of news this week, and that's of course Alton Towers have announced this week that the Blade, the park's iconic pirate ship in Forbidden Valley, is to close this year. Now, it was still operating over the weekend. You might think, well, Alton Towers doesn't open until this Saturday. Well, over the past weekend they were actually open. There was a private buyout on both of the days at the park, which meant all the park was open. Including the Blade, and the Blade was operating, so it's interesting to see. The park actually haven't confirmed when it's going to close this year. All we know is it's been taken off the map, of the official park map. It's not going to be on the printed maps, all the ones around the park, so they're basically covering themselves. It could close at any time this year. But why is it closing? Of course, all the rumours surrounding Secret Weapon 8, which will be the brand new roller coaster at Alton Towers, are saying it's going to be around Forbidden Valley. You might have seen in the vlog there was a lot of tree clearance has been going on from past Jewel, Gloomy Wood, all round into Forbidden Valley, round the back of the Skyrise station. A lot of clearance going on. What is going to come for this rumoured roller coaster in 2017? It's all very exciting over at Alton Towers, and we will be following every single update as soon as stuff starts getting released and construction begins. I'm very excited. As you all know, I'm very, very passionate about Alton Towers, and I can't wait to see what they've got planned for the next big roller coaster. Who knows? One thing to note is Thunderlooper did used to be, which was an old launched looping coaster. That used to be in Blade's pit before Blade was put there. When that shut back in 1996. So it's going to be interesting to see if a roller coaster does come, is it going to go into that pit? It'd be interesting because a station would fit very, very well in there. Who knows what could happen? I mean, Forbidden Valley, I think there's going to be a lot of changes coming to Forbidden Valley. Looking, you know, if a coaster's going in there, they're going to change pathways, they're going to change some theming maybe, and we'll have to see. It's going to be very exciting over at Alton Towers. Also then, at Alton Towers, final bit of news, it's the Big 6 Challenge is back. We've not had this for years, and they used to do, I think it was the Big 5 Coaster Challenge, and it's running this year between the 1st of May and the 30th of September, and you get a free return ticket to every guest who rides the Big 6 coasters. So the Big 6 coasters, I'll remind you of them just in case you don't know. Smiler, Air, Nemesis, Rita, 13 and Oblivion. You ride all of those, you use the app what they're creating, come to the ride exit, scan the QR code, and then it sort of registers you for this free ticket once you've done that on all the 6 rides. That's a great offer what Alton Towers are doing. Like I say, this was done way back in the Two Swords era, so pre-2007 they did something like this. And they actually did one for a lifetime annual pass, which one of my friends, Dean, hi Dean, you might recognise him from the vlogs, he actually won a lifetime pass through doing a similar ride challenge. I think he did 50 odd rides or something like that. I'm sure he'll correct me on that when I next see him. But yeah, it's great to see him doing this again at Alton Towers, and look forward to following that here on the channel with you guys. That is all then this week for your news off the rails. It's now time for Guess the Coaster.
Like a roller coaster, move and shake me side to side. Yes, then no, but maybe right. Like a roller coaster.
So it's time for Guess the Coaster, and oh boy, is this section causing some talking on the comments on the show. I'm loving watching them, and I'm loving replying to you guys and seeing what you think. But yeah, there's not many people that got this right. In fact, when the show was filmed today, and today's Tuesday, there was only 2 people in the comments that have got this right. What do you all think it was? Time for the big reveal. It was a B&M roller coaster, not the Smiler. A lot of people are thinking the Smiler at Alton Towers. It's not. Just because other people are commenting that like a certain ride will use a Smiler, for example, doesn't mean they've got it right. It was actually someone, I know someone called Chandler's got this right, and one other person, but some more of you might have got it right since I've recorded the show. But it was actually the Hulk at Islands of Adventure. So well done to Chandler there for getting that right, and the other person. But yeah, it was the Hulk, B&M coaster at Islands of Adventure at Universal Orlando. Ooh. I think a lot of you thought it was the Smiler because you could hear like a bit of the soundtrack in the background. That's the sound effects. What the Hulk makes is it's going around the track. There's speakers around the area, and it activates various different soundtracks. So there you go. Anyway, let's have this week's Guess the Coaster. Are you ready? Speakers turned up. Here we go. There we go. So that's this week's Guess the Coaster. I'm sure you know the rules by now. All you need to do, just comment below here for your Guess the Coaster, and I'll reveal it next week here on the show. Do you want to listen to it one more time? Here we go. This week's Guess the Coaster. that's it. There we go. I'm loving this section. I know you guys really are. Great feedback on it as well. It's something what later on in the year we might try different things. I might try maybe guess the dark ride, or guess the ride soundtrack, or something like that, or guess the flat ride even. It's not just going to be coasters for the whole year, so we'll have to see. I might freshen it up a bit in a couple of months when we've started getting through a lot of the coasters. And we'll go from there. So get them sent in, and we'll have another Guess the Coaster next week here on the show.
Questions, questions, questions everywhere.
So it's time for Ask Me Anything, another section of the show which is going down really well this year. Of course, each week I pick 4 different questions what you have sent in, the viewers, to me on Twitter at ThemeParkWW, or via a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. So, Charlotte, the wonderful TPW admin, has gone through 4 questions for me this week. First time I've seen them now, so here we go. It might take me a while to answer them, but here we go. So Jason's asked, which park do you think delivers the best customer service? Well, it's got to be Disney, hasn't it? All of the Disney parks are great. I've been to Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World, and I will be going to California Disney this September. But Disney, they do pride themselves in customer service, so it's always got to be Disney, hasn't it? Disney are the king of the theme parks, aren't they, really? So definitely Disney for your top customer service there, Jason. Charlie Martin, what's your favourite water ride? Well, I'm actually wearing the t-shirt of it today. Here it is. It's Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I thought I'd put this on specially today. But yeah, Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, my favourite water ride. Thank you for sending that in, Charlie. Zoe Mitchell, big fan of the show. What's your favourite Gerstlauer you've ever ridden? So a Gerstlauer, for the non-technical people, is the Smiler, Saw the Ride, Speed at Oakwood, Rage Adventure Island. And it's a tough one, really. Out of the Gerstlauer Eurofighters, the thrill rides, what they do, it's going to have to be Speed. I'd say Speed, which is at Oakwood. I do really like Speed at Oakwood. It's definitely my favourite. I do find Gerstlauers to be quite painful myself. So, yeah, it's going to be Speed. I find that one of the smoother ones. So thanks for sending that in, Zoe. Finally, 4th question is Theme Park Callum. This looks like a big one. So, okay, if you could reopen American Adventure and you had to remove 2 coasters and 3 other rides from Merlin Parks and totally retheme them, what would the rides be from the other parks? Well, if I had to put 2 coasters in, if they're just Merlin Parks, well, what I'd love to see is a wing coaster, the Swarm. I'd put that in and theme it all like American, a bit like Wild Eagle over at Dollywood sort of thing. Another ride I'd probably put in, one of my favourites for one of the Merlin Parks. You didn't say UK Merlin Parks, so I'm going to say Heidi Park Colossus, the big Intamin Woody. I'd put that in American Adventure around the back. Other rides, I'd love something like the Slammer in, Samurai, all my favourite flats like that. So thanks for sending that in there. Hope I answered that one alright for you there. Bit of a shock question. If you do have a question, all you need to do, tweet them in at ThemeParkWW on Twitter, or private message them on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page, and our wonderful admin Charlotte will go through your questions and she'll pick the best ones for me to answer next week. The final section of Theme Park Worldwide, the show this week, and it is of course Merch Paradise. Let's have a little look at what I've got this week. It's 2 mugs, 2 brand new mugs here at the World of Theme Parks. Richard Smiler Jones, a big friend of mine, part of the Roller Coaster Club of Great Britain, has gave me these mugs. Woo! Let's have a look. He's gave me this one here, which is actually a Roller Coaster Club of Great Britain mug for the Drayton Manor event. On the back, I like that double-sided mug. And it also gave me a nice European Coaster Club mug there as well to add to my collection. There we go, loving that. Thanks for sending them in there. We've got quite a lot of merchandise to look at, so let's have a look at what's been sent in. Rob Miller, Disneyland Paris Stitch Tower of Terror statue. I love that. I have got something like that here at the World of Theme Parks, but I know Charlotte, I know why she's picked this one for the show, because she loves Stitch. So if you've got anything Stitch related, send it in, and TPW admin Charlotte, she loves anything with Stitch on, so just send it in, we'll put it on the show. Michael Buglas, theme park related of course, Dreamworld t-shirt, mug and keyring, look at that. Really good selection of stuff there from Dreamworld over in Australia. I'd love to visit there one day, one day. Alex Weston and Old Alton Towers keyring, look at that, beautiful merchandise. Tom Steffens has got a giraffe teddy holding a photo from the VIP safari at Busch Gardens. Oh, I love Busch Gardens. I'd love to go to Busch Gardens Williamsburg as well someday. Well, I will get there someday, but for now I'll have to stick with Busch Gardens Tampa, which is, I'm sure, just as good, but the Busch Gardens parks are definitely something that I really love. Thanks for sending that in there. And then Alex has got a huge merch selection. This is amazing. It's like the World of Theme Parks. There you go. I didn't put it on full screen for you. He's got a huge merch selection, including mugs, maps, cups, and a Shambhala and Dragon Khan frame photo. Wow, that is definitely a mini World of Theme Parks. I've said that to a lot of people before, but that is what I call an awesome mini World of Theme Parks. Thanks for sending that in. That's all for this week's episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show. If you've got any merch, got any questions, tweet them in at ThemeParkWW or send them in as a private message on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page. Got a competition coming up on there this week, so make sure you check it out. And also any of the live updates coming from Chessington, Alton Towers opening day this Saturday, and of course Drayton Manor on the Sunday. Just got a surprise shout out to what I've had sent in. This is quite nice. To Natalie Joette. Her favourite ride is Expedition Everest. Sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong there. You might all know that I'm not very good at pronouncing names, but hi out there to Natalie. Big shout out. I know you're watching in the show and you're thinking, oh my god, he's shouting me out, surprise. But there you go. I'm not going to tell you who surprised you, but someone you know has. So thank you very much for that. Here on the show. Interact with me. We'll be back next week as well here on the show with anything what you've got. Make sure you send it in via the usual methods. That's it from me, Shawn Sanbrooke, here from the World of Theme Parks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Lots of vlogs to come on this week and lots of other videos too, from the Universal to Disney. All sorts coming on. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Thanks for watching Theme Park Worldwide, the show. I'm Shawn Sanbrooke, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys. Have a theme park-tastic week. I like that one. I might use it more.